Socializing with Sonia, first in the live chat. How are you doing there, Sonia? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. Get, let's see, get this ready to go here. I can turn you off. Hey, Donald. All right, let me get the first order of business done here real quick. I am doing good. You're doing well, that's good, and you're welcome. Yes. Alright, let me get this saved, give you an update. We now have 78 entries in the Wheel of Names in our quest to get to 100 by next Friday. Next Friday will be our end of the month giveaway, in case anybody is wondering. Hello, how are you doing today? Well, of course. Why is that? Oh, now, once it's in, maybe it will let me. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, fine. As soon as I get this one speaking, I can add a little side note into our live chat for today. Sorry, I didn't have a chance to brush my teeth. Let me get a sip of water and rinse out my mouth. I just finished eating some lunch before I came on to the live. Of course, I'm not doing a live stream on Thursday, but I had a bonus short live stream yesterday. I think Kevin and Chuck had showed up. Most people don't expect me to do a live stream on a Monday, but I did. Let me do this over here real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Quick here. Miss Southern Bell's in the house. Hello, how are you doing today? We are doing fine. Thanks for popping in, Miss Southern Belle. Appreciate you being here, sister. I seen you sent a big package of lots of prizes for for David to give away in his big stream last week. That was pretty awesome. That was real neat. It seemed like he had a fun time. But if he shows up today, I probably won't recognize it's him. I think he changed his channel name again. Okay. Fix this real quick. Make sure I got everything right here. Put it in here. Pin the comment. That way that's in the top of the chat here. Alright, now I go into what we're going to be doing today. Got everything up to date. I seen you sent a big package of lots of... Oh, yeah. Turn that off. I don't need to see my closed captioning for all my things I mentioned in the chat. But we're going to have some fun today. We will have some fun. We're going to do Take It Back Tuesday. Oh no, it's Gress, not grass. I gotta edit that real quick here. Gress, not grass. Let me go in here quick. It'll be under live. Let's see, do a refresh here. If I can edit this real quick. Get it to say Grassroots Baseball, where legends begin, plus more today. All right, today to open up my tin, I've just adjusted it a little bit. We're gonna wait till we get 15 thumbs up. So if we don't, that's fine. We'll do the legends, Grassroots Baseball, where legends begin. We'll do our part 3 of 4. Oh, I forgot to put part 3 in there too. And more. So that is what we are doing today. But we'll open up this family mail call package from Steve Griffith. He undoubtedly probably sent me some Seattle Mariners. And then if we get 15 thumbs up, we will open up this tin. I'm going to set this aside for now. All right, and then we do have our cards here up in the upper corner here for our giveaway items for this month. All right, if we can get that ever to catch up, we will do that. I think it's starting to pop up here on the screen. Got 2 more minutes if I get going on time. There it is. Edit, title, and description. There we go. Oh, where legends begin. Part 3. There we go. Now it should update in a second here. Okay. If you haven't, you can just do a refresh. It should update the screen. Grassroots Baseball, where legends begin. And I did it again. Part 3. Plus more. That's our content today. We got less than a minute to go. I think I can make it in time. I think I can make it in time. There we go. Part 3 plus more. Edited while doing the live stream. Yeah. Bumpity bump bump boom. Alright, got all that set up. Got everything in line, so I'm going to set this aside too. We will get our book turned around, or not turned around, but opened to the section with which we will be on. Oh, I keep forgetting. I gotta scooch things over just a little bit here. Oh, I gotta get actually this stuff out of the way for now too. Prize book, put everything there. And let me shrink me down. Actually, you know what? I'm going to oh, I know that. I know that. Okay, there we go. Alright. Now this is going to seem a little weird, but that way I'm not covering the book. How's that sound? I'm not covering the book this way. You know what? Let me see if I can make one more adjustment. No, that didn't work. There we go. Alright. So let's get to where we're going to start on part 9, where we left off. Everybody knows where we're at here. If anybody's used to or knows of the Little League World Series. The Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Williamsport, Pennsylvania. There we go. Move this out of the way, and we're going to get into our content at hand here. Alright, so Williamsport, Virginia, opposite over on this side is the Walla Walla Valley, Washington, LeMade Stadium, and then right on over here is a Little League World Series Grand Slam Parade. The following pages we're going to have on the left will be the LeMade Stadium has hosted the Little League World Series games since 1959. Nestled among the Allegheny Mountains by the Susquehanna River, the stadium holds 45,000 fans, who mostly sit on the outfield berms. And then the following page, on the right when I turn the page here, will be Hall of Famer Randy Johnson, 5-time Cy Young Award winner on Main Street in Cooperstown. So there you go. You've got Randy Johnson there. And the Williamsport Little League Stadium. All right, Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson says, I was with the Mariners and warming up in the bullpen in Oakland when I saw all these kids on the field. I realized it was Little League Day once again. 30 years earlier, I was one of those kids. That is so cool, I think, for them to do something like that. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. I think we're good right there for now. The nickname on my Hall of Fame plaque says Big Unit, but it was Little League that begins my 44-year journey to Cooperstown. I was 7 years old and growing up in Livermore, California, a city east of Oakland. Our games were played on the Max Bear Field, which is named after a great heavyweight boxing champion from the 1930s who was from our town. I think I got my... No, it's not that one. Sorry, let me tear something real quick here. No, that was silly. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, that's what I wanted to turn off. My mom, Carol, was a secretary at General Electric, and my dad, Bud, was a police officer. When his shift was over, he would come over in his uniform to watch me pitch. He did that all the way through high school. I always enjoyed it when my parents would come to my games. They were so supportive of me. I remember my very first Little League practice. My parents were at work. My 5 brothers and sisters and I were raised to do things on our own, so I took myself to practice. There were so many people there that I became confused and just went home without playing. Fortunately, when I walked through the door, my mom was there. She took me by the hand and made sure that my life in baseball started that day. I wasn't overly tall, but still a few inches taller than everyone else. My baseball pants were always a little shorter than everyone else's. My mom would get 2 pairs and sew them together so I fit in, instead of looking like I was wearing knickers. She is still the most important person in my life. I played first base and pitched because I was still growing. When pitching, I had to coordinate my body with my mechanics. I was a work in progress. Back then it was, here's the ball, throw it over this little area to the catcher. There wasn't a lot of instruction like there is today. By the time I got to the majors in Little League, I was starting to throw harder than the other kids. I had a few games where I dominated, and that's when I started to really enjoy the process of pitching more than hitting. I grew up in the Bay Area watching Willie Mays play for San Francisco and Vida Blue pitch for Oakland. I emulated Vida, who was left-handed like me and won the Cy Young in '71. I would be out in the front yard throwing tennis balls against our garage door. A wooden garage door, pretending I was him. My dad would come out after about a half hour with a hammer and say, when you're done playing catch against that door, make sure you pound all those nails back in. My greatest moment as a youngster was getting to walk on the field at the Oakland Coliseum where Vida Blue pitched on Little League Day in 1975. It was unbelievable. One of my most memorable moments as a major leaguer came one day in the early 1990s. I was with the Mariners and warming up in the bullpen in Oakland when I saw all of these kids on the field. I realized it wasn't Little League Day once again. 30 years earlier, I was one of those kids that had come full circle for me. It's funny, but my Little League experience was a lot like my experience as a major leaguer. Though I never made it to the Little League Baseball World Series, lessons I learned during my youth helped me to be part of a winning World Series team in Arizona. I had some very exciting games and some really frustrating ones, too. You learn that the sun comes up the next day and not to be too hard on yourself. It's not an easy lesson to understand as a kid when it's hard to let fatigue go. When you are an adult, you realize you will have opportunities to redeem yourself. Little League also taught me to be on time and to always try the best to the best of my ability. Both are true in any aspect of life. Understanding it's a team game, and doing the best that you can is not only good for you, but for your teammates. Sometimes you need to pull a little more of the load, and sometimes your teammates will pick you up. All of those lessons I learned in Little League carried me through the minor and major leagues and all the way to the Hall of Fame. 44 years after that first Little League practice, I was standing on the stage in Cooperstown. As I gave my induction speech, I thought about my mother and the backbone of our family. She's the true Hall of Famer in my life. Thanks for getting me to practice, Mom. Love Rules is in the house. How you doing there, Love Rules? Excuse me. Get a sip of water and wet my whistle there. That was an introduction for this first chapter in this part 3, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. It started off, and it's probably going to show more pictures of Little Leaguers. Hopefully you all are having a great day. Also, you'll see a side note in the description of this video. Rest in peace, Maury Wills. Baseball great Maury Wills passed today at the age of 89. Steve Griffith's in the house. How you doing there, Steve? I've got your package. As soon as we get through this reading in this book here, I'm going to open up the package you sent me. You probably knew it had been delivered. It was actually delivered yesterday, or it might have been Saturday. Can't remember exactly, but I did get it, and we are going to share it here shortly. Let's go through some of these pictures here. We already talked about some of these in the prior shot. So in this one here, opposite the Field General Los Bravos de Pontezuela, Dominican Republic, in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. That's a pretty cool little catcher shot there. He's getting ready to throw the ball, maybe to second base or something. And then on the right here is Santa Margarita, California versus Walla Walla Valley, Washington. La Made Stadium. And then on the next 2 pages we got coming up here will be Tokyo Katsuna, Japan versus Hills Little League, Australia, Volunteer Stadium. And then the following page right will be Holbrook, New Jersey versus Grosse Pointe Wood Shore, Michigan, Lamade Stadium. There you go. 2 nice, awesome, beautiful action shots there with some Little Leaguers trying their best to see if they can make it to that final game for the World Series Championship. Then next up here we've got Baseball Smiles, Dominican Republic and Venezuela style, Montoursville, Pennsylvania, and original field. And then opposite is Euphoria. Luz Maracaibo, Venezuela, beats Guadalupe Trevino Kelly, Mexico, at Volunteer Stadium. And then on the following next 2 pages, we've got extra cuts in the cages. And then the following page right, Williamsport experience clockwise from top left, Little League Challenge exhibition game between Freehold, New Jersey, and Riverside with Hall of Famer Reggie Jackson. 16 teams in action, 8 from the United States and 8 from around the globe. Japan's Tokyo Katsuna wins the 2017 Little League Baseball World Series in Lamade Field. Awesome, awesome photography for sure. Latin America. Okay. There we go, the different pictures they talked about and the captions there. It's a batting cage. Helping a little guy out run the bases. Probably somebody playing. Could be with Down syndrome or something, but it's nice to see the camaraderie the different teams have when they come from around the globe to compete in the Little League World Series. I watched some of that this year. It was the first time I actually got to watch some, not in person, but on TV. Hope you enjoy it, Steve said. Thank you there, Steve. I'm almost positive I will. You always send some nice stuff there. Now on to Chapter 10. We're going to go Chapters 9, 10, 11, and 12. We're going to go through 4. That way next week for Part 4, we'll have 3 more sections in this book, and I think Johnny Bench will be closing out the book when we get to it. But Chapter 10, Puerto Rico. Opposite over here, Indios de Maiguez, first baseman Kenis Vargas, Park Ildefonso Sola Morales, Caguas. And then on the right here is Dreams of Being the Next Roberto Alomar, Hiram Berthorn Stadium in San Juan. Looks like we're going here to Puerto Rico. Growing on the opposite, over here we've got, and the introduction to this chapter is going to be by Ivan Rodriguez. It says, newly elected Hall of Famer Ivan Pudge Rodriguez, El Capitolio de Puerto Rico, San Juan. I've been there, but not there exactly. I've been to Puerto Rico and San Juan, the city of San Juan. Hall of Famer Ivan Rodriguez Park Ildefonso Sola Morales in Caguas. All right, so let's get on to, let me just set this out of the way. Kind of in the way here for me. From a very young age, there was one thing I knew I wanted to do in life, and that was play baseball. I fell asleep at night thinking about baseball. I woke up and my first thought was baseball. Everything in my house revolved around baseball. I grew up in a small country town called Vega Baja. We didn't have much, but neither did anyone else around us. My mom taught school. My dad was an electrician. And one of the first things I did when I made the major leagues in 1991 was buy my parents a new house. They worked so hard to support my brother and me, and we always had food to eat and baseball equipment too. We ate dinner together as a family at 6:30 p.m. every night and always talked baseball. All of us played, even my mom, who was on a softball team. My brother Tito and I shared a room, and we would play all night with crumpled up ball of paper, a shower shoe as a bat, and a book as a home plate. We would put on our uniform in the night before games and to go to sleep and to go to sleep with them on. In the morning, we made sure our pant legs were rolled up so you could see the socks and stirrups. My dad would say, I want to see those socks every time you put that uniform on. I was a normal-sized kid when I was young, but by the time I was 11 or 12, everyone was passing me. I was so insecure about being short. I tried exercising, even hung my arms from a rope to try to get taller. My dad, Jose, was the first person to put a glove and the bat in my hands. He took me to the ballpark and taught me how to play. After I turned 6, he became my first manager for a few years, and then he was my coach until I retired. To him, baseball was a necessary oxygen. Outside of family, baseball was everything to him. I always had a good arm, even as a little kid. When I was 9 years old, I set my youth league record for strikeouts and no-hitters. At the regional tournament in La Landura, I hit 3 batters. My dad pulled me from the game and told me from then on that I was going to be a catcher. I studied the position and worked very hard to improve. I was a quick learner and a thirst to play all the time. Watching Game of the Week was a mandatory family event. We saw a lot of Reds games because they had Tony Perez, who lived in Puerto Rico. My father kept pointing out that Johnny Bench did everything correctly. Behind the plate, because he wasn't huge either, it made me think that I could catch in the majors. He became my hero, but I also liked Lance Parrish, or more precisely, Lance Parrish's black and orange glove. My dad bought me one just like it. I started to realize I was a good player when coaches started calling my dad to ask if I could play on their teams. That's why I played baseball for such a long time. That's why I made the majors at such a young age. In my second major league start, I caught Nolan Ryan. How crazy is that? When we met to go over the scouting report with our pitching coach, Nolan said, "Don't worry about those. There's no need. Put some fingers down, I'll throw it." He trusted this 19-year-old kid, never shaking me off, and he allowed one hit. He always wanted me to catch. After that, he is the best pitcher I ever caught. Growing up, and even now, Roberto Clemente was more than an idol or a typical baseball hero to me. He was like a god because of the way he played and carried himself and paved the way for all Latino players. Most of all, I admire him because of the way he gave himself, his time, his money, to those less fortunate. Every day in baseball and in life, I have tried to honor his legacy. Since I was 7 years old, my goal was to become a Hall of Famer. Nothing drove me more. To me, that was the ultimate, joining Nolan, Tony, and Johnny, the great one, in Cooperstown, is something I still can't comprehend. There we go. Then we have some more Little League pictures here, which is kind of cute, I think. Get a sip of water real quick. Look in the chat. Love rules with Southern Belle socializing. Hey, Donald. Hope you enjoy it. All right. All right. Let me refresh the chat here so I know where I left off. Okay. And we can get back into continuing through in this chapter. So we've got over here former Major League player and manager Edwin Rodriguez works with the catchers at the clinic in San Juan. Below is the front row seat. Senadores at the San Juan de Canegros de Satruc Iron Botham Stadium in San Juan. Then below right, is Turning 2, Orioles Decagos versus Induce de Maigues Parik Yadelfos So Morales Cagus. And the following pages honoring legend Nemesio R. Condales Ballpark and Juan Amado Baseball Park in Vega, Baja. So awesome photography for sure. This lady that put this book. Oh, look at that little guy there, wearing a little jersey that says Clemente on the back. And this one, 21 Clemente. This one here, number 7 Rodriguez. Then we've got here, opposite on this side, was Indios de Maigues catcher Martin Maldonado, Roberto Clemente Stadium, and Carolina. Below left is Cangreros de Sanucre manager Eduardo Perez, and Roberto Clemente Stadium, Carolina. All right, there we go. We got some national pride there. Left, Campones. So there we go. And Hiram Botham Stadium in San Juan. As you can see, even in Puerto Rico, they love baseball. They do have a lot of players in the leagues over here. All right, next we've got Chapter 11, Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida. I believe our Hall of Famer for this one is going to be Wade Boggs. We're going to hear an introduction for Tampa, Florida from Wade Boggs. All right, opposite on this side of the page here, we've got Steinbrenner Warriors, Saladino Tournament, Brandon High School. And to the right over here is Tony Saladino, co-founded the Saladino Tournament in 1981 with his late wife Bertha to promote high school baseball in Hillsborough County. So there we have it. Opposite here is Interbay Indians Little League Interbay Field. And up above here in this little snapshot is a Hall of Famer, Wade Boggs, coaching the Wortham High School Wildcats. Saladino Tournament in Tampa. And Wade Boggs' introduction for Chapter 11 here is, the details of my baseball childhood are as vivid to me as winning the World Series. I was both in Nebraska, but my baseball journey had become small rural town of Brunswick, Georgia, before moving to Tampa, Florida, is where I have made my home ever since. My dad, Win, was with the Marines, okay, during World War II, which is where I met my mom, Sue, who was a male plane pilot. He later served as a master sergeant in the Air Force. I love the idea of being a military family and having a regimented routine every day, a routine like the one I maintained during my baseball career. I started playing Little League in Brunswick when I was 5 years old. I played for the Elks team, and my bat was an inch taller than me. I was pretty good at reading pitches because the kids in my neighborhood would play a game where we would tape up a cork and try to hit it with a broomstick handle. The cork would dart, dive, and rise. It was like facing Phil Necro. We also played a lot of sandlot ball in the street, and down the block in a vacant yard. We'd play from 8 in the morning until noon, break for lunch, and come back at 2 and get another game going. We didn't play with innings. We would just see which team could score the most runs before it was time to go home for the day. Ironically, I was a home run hitter, and so much power with my friends nicknamed me Babe Ruth. When I was 11 years old, my manager, Mr. Baxter, thought our team had a good chance of winning the championship. He told me he was counting on me to be his starting pitcher, but then the worst thing happened to a kid my age. We moved, and then the best thing, though, we moved to Tampa, a hotbed of baseball talent. One of the highlights during my single season playing with the Bayshore Little League was catching an 18 strikeout game. My catching career didn't last long because I collided with a third baseman and got knocked out. I said to myself, the heck with this. I'm going to be shortstop or center field or anywhere else. I played 4 sports, but can't cut that to just baseball and football once I got to junior high. During my sophomore season at Plant High School, my baseball coach, David Fry, sent letters to colleges and pro scouts and he led the country in home runs and RBIs and was an all-star shortstop. When I was a senior in high school, I was an all-state kicker. But baseball was my number one priority, especially after my dad gave me a copy of Ted Williams' book, The Science of Hitting. The book not only made me a better hitter, I finished in my high school career with 26 hits in my final 32 at-bats, but it taught me the values of patience and discipline. Everyone, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Yeah, we're up to 8. 7 more thumbs up to go, and we'll open up a product on the channel today. I was offered a scholarship to play for Bobby Richardson at the University of South Carolina, but I felt I was ready for pro ball. On draft day, I was on pins and needles. I watched the results come across the wire of the Tampa Tribune. After 5 rounds, I hadn't been drafted. I was upset. Besides myself, I left to play in my American League game. My dad and my girlfriend, Debbie, who became my wife, raced to the field to tell me I had been drafted by the Red Sox 2 rounds later. I could not have been more relieved. Looking back, I was able to be grateful to my parents. They were my biggest fans, and I was theirs. My mom raised me alone quite often, while my dad was away, and she got me to every game and practice. She never missed a game. I listened to every suggestion my dad had from childhood until the day I finished playing. He was always right. When I won a pair of trucks in Boston in back-to-back seasons as the player who most exceeded expectations, I gave them my 2%. I was so proud. I am also extremely proud to call Tampa home. I coached my son Brett at Wharton's High School and at the University of South Florida. A decade later, I am still coaching Wharton, hoping I can help them win the Tony Saldino tournament in Hillsborough County every spring. I am living proof that dreams come true. In life, so many things are taken for granted. But one thing I can honestly say is that I never stopped appreciating the special qualities of baseball. To this day, I love putting on that uniform, smelling the grass, hearing the sound of a bat on ball. What a great game. Thanks, there are cards in my car with our Posada. Appreciate you being here, brother. All right, who do we got on these two pages? On the right, we have Jacob Haynes, Middleton versus Gaither High School, Salandino Tournament, University of Tampa. And then opposite, waiting for her pitch, Yellow Jackets, Little League. That's cute. She's ready. She wants to hit that ball. There we go. On the right, King High Lions and pitcher Antonio Gonzalez versus Alonso High Ravens, Salandino Tournament, Brandon High School. Opposite, Future Stars, Yellow Jackets, Little League left, and Zephyr De Phyllis, Little League in the right. Following page, the next two pages, will be the East Bay Indians versus the Plant Panthers and the Salandino Tournament, Leonard High School. Followed by, on the very end over here, opening day for the Yellow Jackets, Little League. We have some awesome photography there, that's for sure. Here we got some baseballs. Florida, Tony Saldino Tournament and Catching Drills, Trent Hicks, Fishhawk Wolves, Fishhawk Sports Complex in Lithuania. Then next we've got here, opposite, Honing His Swing, Gaither High School, and below, Interbay Indians and then we got Keystone Little League, Palma Celia, and the following page right, Ballpark Fair, Brandon High School. Boom. Nice photography. It's really sharp. This is like the sun's getting ready to go down, so the little shop's open there where you could probably get snacks and things when you're at the ball game, and then the ball field's in the back here. All right, and our final section, chapter 12 for this part 3, the Caribbean series. Opposite, opening festivities, Caribbean series at Estadio de los Tomateros in Caloocan, Mexico. And on the right, traditional dancing on the dugout. Estudio Crucero Juan Maracal, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. And I think it's probably going to be Juan Maracal. Yes, it is. We got Juan Maracal here. Getting ready to take a picture here. Taking some pictures there for sure. Oh, they're watching fireworks. Let's see, who else we got in here? Oh no, we got that. Who's this? How'd they get a blue wrench? Who's this fanatic connecting guru? Fanatic connecting guru. Oh, that must be Bibi Bobka. How many times have you changed your name lately there? Is this going to be is this going to be it for a while? Or are you going to change it when you start making your content? Just curious there, David. Always getting confused. At least Cards in My Car with R. Posada says, hello there, guru. St. Louis Cardinals fan, 1990. And Blue Jays fan. Hi, buddy. Thanks, sir. Refresh the chats here. We'll get into our final section in the book here as we get ready to rock and roll. And this one's introduced by Juan Maracal. Okay? The Caribbean series, Serie del Caribe, which takes place in February, is like a rooster call for American baseball, proclaiming that it's time to get up. But for Latin America, well, we've been up for a while because the series means so much to us as a point of national pride. The winner gets to strut around for a year. The Dominican Republic gets to strut a lot because we have won more often than any other country. And as much as we want to win, when Puerto Rico won the series in Mexico in 2017, all of the countries were happy for them after what they went through with Hurricane Maria. The 5 participating countries since 2014 include Cuba, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Puerto Rico, and Venezuela. The last time we hosted the series, the games were played in Santo Domingo, where I live, at El Castillo in Juan Marco. Yes, named for me not too long ago. I still have a hard time believing it whenever I see the ballpark. I think back to the first time I was there. It was 1957, and Horatio Martinez, a scout for the Giants, took me there to see Willie Mays All-Stars, which was a team of mostly Negro Leaguers, and Willie headlined. Soon after, Horatio and 2 other Giant scouts, Chick Genovese and Chick Gonzesi and Alex Pompez signed me to a contract for a big bonus, $500. I know you are laughing, but that was a lot of money for me and my family. I made my professional debut during the Dominican Winter League that year, pitching for Escondido, which called Estadio Quisqueyo home. They had a work agreement with the Giants, but what really made me happy was by signing the Giants, I no longer had to worry about serving in the Dominican Air Force. I grew up in the poor farming village of Laguna Verde in the province of Monte Cristi in the northwest corner of the island. Ozzie Virgil was the first from my country to play in the majors. Is also from my hometown. My brother Gonzalo taught me how to play the game I love. Sometimes I would never make it to school because I would stop along the way to play with a bunch of other kids. One time, a teacher told my mother, who got very upset. I told her, "Don't worry, Mama, I'm going to be a big league ball player." But I know I would end up playing with Mays, but first I had to go to jail. Here's how that happened. I was pretty good shortstop, but a better pitcher. One Sunday, pitching for the United Fruit Company team in Manzanillo, I beat the Air Force team 2-1. The next day, an Air Force lieutenant came to my door and showed me a telegram. It was from the son of the dictator Rafael Trujillo. The son sponsored the Air Force team, and he wanted me to pitch for them. When I told my mother, she again got mad. But what could I do? I spent the next 14 months playing baseball for the Air Force. No flying, just baseball. But when it comes time for us to play Manzanillo, and we lost a doubleheader. They threw us all in jail for 6 days. Somebody finally complained, and we were turned loose, but that was Dominican baseball in those days. The Giants truly set me free. I'm getting closer there, I see up on the board. We've got 9 toward the 15. The fanatic connecting guru is still in here hanging out, lurking with his turtle and waving. How you doing, David? You want to know something funny? One of my only regrets, again, this is of Juan Marcal's introducing this chapter here for the Caribbean, I believe? Yeah, the Caribbean series. One of my only regrets in baseball is that I never got to pitch in the Caribbean series. That's because the Dominican Republic wasn't invited until 1970. But I can't complain. Every year I get to visit Cooperstown and see my plaque located in the famous gallery with many of my teammates. Orlando Cepeda, Willie McCovey, Gaylord Perry, and Mays from my Giant days. Carlton Fisk, Jim Rice, and Carl Yastrzemski from Boston when I go to AT&T's park. And when I got to AT&T Park in San Francisco in the stadium in Santo Domingo, I am extremely proud to see the statues of myself with my left leg high in the air, about to throw the ball in my right hand. I can't tell you which statue I like better. I love those both because I'm still full of pride, orgullo, for my life in baseball, for my family, and for my place of birth. So there you go. That's Juan Marcal introducing these next pictures and pages on this book. This is just an awesome captured video or photography in this book of it's just that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. Teodoro Martinez of Venezuela versus Mexico. Estidio Vizcaya, Juan Marcal. Santiago Domingo, Dominican Republic. And then opposite over here is Puerto Rico versus Dominican Republic. And that's Estidio de los Tomateros and Culiacan, Mexico. And we have on these 2 pages here, we've got Mexico to the right of this caption here, plays Venezuela at Estidio Quisaya, Juan Marcal, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Then over here we have Raul Santos of Cuba versus Mexico at Hiram Bithorn Stadium, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Okay, and we will finish this book, just so you do know, next Thursday. Got 4 little snapshots over here and the one over here on the right. See what we can find out about these. The culture of baseball, clockwise from top left. Fans from competing nations side by side. Brothers Lourdes Gurriel Jr. and Yuli Gurriel before their final game playing for Cuba. Outfielder Justin Green celebrates Mexico's win. Derek Rodriguez, Kevin Torres, Miguel Tejada, and Adalberto Torres proudly representing Puerto Rico. And then to the right we have Freddy Galvis, Venezuela versus Mexico. Estidio Quisera, Juan Marcal, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Then the following 2 pages coming up, we'll have Sebastian Valle of Mexico hits a walk-off grand slam versus Venezuela. Estidio de los Tomateros, Culiacan, Mexico. And then the following page right, Sergio Romo, second from left, and his teammates Sergio Romo, second from left, and his teammates Viva Mexico, Estadio de los Tomateros, and Culiacan, Mexico. These are tongue twisters of the Hispanic names in biblical proportions. That's some awesome photography there of the teams here on the field here. They must be celebrating something in the dugout, like was read in the caption. And then next week we will continue with chapter 13 in Aberdeen, Maryland. And our Hall of Famer in this one, I believe, is going to be Cal Ripken Jr. So that will be a fun one next week for sure. Part 4, and we will finish up this book, Grassroots Baseball, Where Legends Begin, by Gene Fruth. And by the way, in case you're just tuning in for this series, this is part 3. I'll show you. This is an autographed copy by Gene Fruth herself, the photographer for the book that she created. Let me put this aside here. Let's see, we're up to 9 thumbs up. We need 6 more to make 15 if we want to open up this tin. But we'll see what happens. If not, we'll save it and try again tomorrow. We can always save it and try again tomorrow. Okay. Then we've got this from Steve Griffith. We're going to open this up. I'm going to put these down here. These are all the cards that are eligible for the month of September giveaway at the end of this month, next Friday. So I don't know if Steve's still in here or not. He might have had to take off. He popped in for a little bit. We're going to go ahead and open up his package now and see what he sent me. Steve Griffith is from Pensacola, Florida. So, let's see what we get here from Mr. Steve. My friend in Pensacola. All right. Looks like we've got, Rodriguez. Rich Amaral. I have a sneaky suspicion, like I said, that I'll be getting some more Seattle Mariners, but we'll see what we got. Sean Estes. I'm thinking that's Detroit, maybe. I don't know. And then Mike Zunino. I think we got it all out there. Thank you, Steve. We'll go through these team bags and see what Steve sent me. I think Rich Amaral was with the Mariners. No, he's with the Mariners, that's for sure. Let me do this one. Why did he send Sean Estes? Almost looked like that's Detroit, but I could be wrong. Jay Buhner's in this one. Oh, yay, he is still here. Thanks there, Steve. Appreciate you sending me this, and we'll go through and see what we've got here. We got Sean Estes. This is his, he was drafted number 11 on the draft for Seattle. These are his 1990-1991 high school stats on the back. So he's probably playing for one of our minor leagues. With the 11th overall pick. He's from Gardnerville, Nevada. But cool. So a Seattle Mariner draft pick. Dave Valley with the Seattle Mariners in a 1992 Topps. Then we've got Alvin Davis, Stadium Club. Alvin Davis. whose rookie was 1984 Topps. And we've got a Rich DeLucia, 92 Topps Stadium Club. 8/13/93 Major League Debut, Topps Stadium Club Red. Boom. What do we got here? Dave Fleming with the Seattle Mariners. This is a 1994 Bowman. Manny Cervantes. San Bernardino Spirit, one of the Seattle Mariners minor league teams. Chris Krosky, Bowman Chrome, first year card. That's pretty cool. Then Brian Holman with the Seattle Mariners. Vinny Catricala, third base, first Bowman card. So I guess that's classed as a rookie. 2011. There he is. Felix Hernandez. Here, let me get these together here. I don't think that's a... That's just an on-card. I'm sorry. Still hanging tough at 9. Felix Hernandez All-Star Game for the Seattle Mariners in 2014-2015 update. US 123. Mike Leake with the Seattle Mariners. Dan Vogelback. I remember we had Dan Vogelback for a little while there. Rookie card for Heritage. First base, Mariners. That's when he first came up, so that is his rookie card for Dan Vogelback. Got a Topps total here. Mike Morse and Bobby Livingston. That's the Topps total again. First year for Felix. Is that a first year card for Felix? That is a rookie card for Felix Hernandez. And get this one sleeved up here and put him in a rookie sleeve here. Felix Hernandez rookie card. Oh yeah, you can tell he's young there. He's young there, that's for sure. There we go. Get that in a rookie card. For Felix, I don't have many Felix Hernandez rookie cards, but thank you there, Steve, for that one. Don't do that to all of them, but Felix Hernandez or any of the big-time players, that's for sure. Fernando Rodney, Topps Heritage from 2015. Robinson Cano, there's Robbie. Patrick Givelin with the Seattle Mariners. Rookie card. Surprised it don't say first Bowman. Franklin Gutierrez. Base card. 616. And the Topps big Jay Buhner. Me and Jay have the same hairstylists, in case you're wondering, nowadays. I don't even know if he had much hair back then. Did he always keep it cut short? AJ squared away. Appreciate that, Steve. That was cool. Bringing back some memories of players of old. That's for sure. Okay, let's see. Which one should we do next? I'm gonna do Rodriguez. We'll save the newer Mike Zunino. He used to be a good catcher. He's in Tampa Bay now, I think, if I remember right. Pretty sure he's in Tampa Bay. ones that usually stay are the ones that just like the Mariners. True to the blue. That's what I call it. That's what I call us. True to the blue. Seattle Mariner diehard fans. Rodriguez, Alex Rodriguez, when he played for the Mariners. Russ Davis, third base for the Seattle Mariners. Flair 96, paper. Rich DeLucia with the Seattle Mariners. Hisashi Iwakuma with the Mariners. Nelson Cruz, outfielder, Topps finest. American League, Topps. There you go. There's Lee. It looks like Robinson Cano, I'm pretty sure. Then we got Seth Elridge, first Bowman. Sean Estes. Another one. We have our Fairfield double. There we go. There's another Sean Estes. That's called, I always like remembering when I end up with a double. That's cool. Dave Valley with the Mariners. Jared Kelnick, 2022 Panini. Okay. Hisashi Iwakuna. Kyle Seager. Ooh. 2018 Topps Holiday. That's the one I didn't get last year, did it? Is it? 15, 16, 19. Yeah, I didn't get any 18. So that's it. That's the difference. That's what the 18s look like, huh? For the Topps Holidays. They just put on their Topps Holiday. Until they started putting the Christmas look on. Oh no, they got Christmas one looks on there. Michael Garcia Parra, Bowman. What does that say? Let me get my little fancy dancy little binder here. First year card. Okay. Bowman first year card. That's pretty cool. Shin-Soo Choo, Bazooka with the Seattle Mariners. Will Vest, rookie card for the Seattle Mariners. Told you it was probably going to be all Mariners. Brian Holman with the Mariners. Then we got some Topps bigs here. Rich Venturia, Jim Presley, Eric Hansen, and Jeffrey Leonard. Oh, that's the Topps big, and these just are the Bowman bigger sizes. That's what it is there. All right. Awesome Mariners, that's for sure. Go through, we'll keep Mike Zunino for last. I thought I got rid of you before. There we go. Got ready this time again. Alright. Refresh the chats. And we'll go into team bag number 2. Oh yeah. Let me get Steve in here for a family mail call credit. And gonna put us over 80. And one more. right, let me save this really quick here. Give you an update on where we stand. We now have 82 entries. 82 entries. So we are 18 entries away from a 7th prize on the wheel. Well, you know what? I forgot the other day when we went over 6 entries, or 6 prizes. I gotta put number 7 on the wheel here. I think I threw myself off because it's not like the rest of them. Okay, let's get into our 3rd team bag here. Oh, switch back to the live stream here. Alright, Scudder's Garage. Fanatic Connecting Gurus in the house. He's turned into one of those channel growing channels. I'll maintain my peace on my channel about it. But everybody has their methods to their madness. Alright, let's continue on here and see who we've got here. I kind of see the pattern he's developed. Rich Amaral, Top Stadium Club. Josh Womack, Bowman Chrome. 2006 MLB All-Stars, Jose Lopez. Floyd Bannister with the Donruss 1983s. Triple Play, Brett Boone. David Valle, an announcer for the Mariners now. Alex Lido, rookie card for the Seattle Mariners. This is 2012 Topps. Now we've got Seattle Mariners, Mike Cameron. He is with the Seattle Mariners organization still, and he scouts and looks through the minor leagues. Andrew Moore with the Seattle Mariners, rookie card. And where did this one pop in here from? Ichiro hits perfectly in Seattle. 2009 Upper Deck, 20th anniversary. Ooh, I like that high number. Don't have too many high numbers, but I will see if that's in my Ichiro collection. If not, it'll go in my Ichiro binder, that's for sure. Don't know for sure if I've got that one. Prospects 2002 Topps, Chris Snelling. Kazuhiro Sasaki with the Seattle Mariners. J-Bone, Jay Buhner with 1995 Topps. I think that's a different, not the normal set. Brett Boone with the Mariners. Dennis Powell with the Mariners. Henry Cotto with the Mariners. Dave Valle. Felix Hernandez. Felix Hernandez. Awesome there. Alonzo Powell and Mike Schooler with the Seattle Mariners. I don't even know why I'm saying Seattle Mariners. I'll say if they're not, but I'm pretty sure all these are probably Seattle Mariners. Pretty sure. But I thank you for that rookie card for Felix Hernandez, that's for sure. Have to check my Felix collection and see if I've got that one or not. Alright, our 4th and final team bag here. Looks like each one kind of has like a penny-sleeved hit in here, which is pretty cool. I like that. Each pack. Alright, now we'll wait until we get to it. Mike Zunino with the Seattle Mariners. Mitch Aniger 2018 holiday. Rich Amaral Stadium Club. Calvin Eldred Stockton Ports. Sean Estes. Oh my word, I don't think I got 4 of them, but I got 3 of them, huh? The Sean Estes. Oh, where'd I put the Sean Estes now? Oh, there they are. Got 3 Sean Estes. More for fun. Alright. 2002 American League runs batted in. Alex Rodriguez, Brett Boone, and Carlos Delgado. Robinson Cano with the Seattle Mariners. Seattle Mariners team, it's Robinson Cano. Who knows who distracted him? Rick Auerbach, shortstop for the Mariners. This is 1982 tops. And we've got our Logan Gilbert. Just pitched an awesome game yesterday. We won 9-1 over the Angels last night. Put him down here with the penny-sleeved ones. Always nice to get a Logan Gilbert rookie card. One of our up-and-coming pitchers. Okay. Jeff Burrows. 82 tops. Another one. Mariners, Nick Drago. Gary Gray. That must have been fun growing up. Gary Gray. Gary. Gray. You could reverse the A and the R and make it Gray Gary. Or Gary Greg. Tom Pasioric. Awesome there. Shane Raleigh with the Seattle Mariners. Dave Valley with the Mariners. Carlos Fletcher. Chris Flexen, 2021, 1991 Flair, the mustard cards. Kevin's favorites, the mustard cards. Then you got ketchups, you got the relish cards, Kyle Seager, Seattle Mariners, and Mike Kingery. Awesome, awesome cards. We got 11 thumbs up. Almost made it. Almost made it. We need 4 more thumbs up. And if we can get it within the next 4 minutes, I'll consider opening this box. 4 thumbs up. If not, we'll finish the stream for today. I think I can find a home for this Ichiro card. I don't believe I've got this one, but I might. It's just I don't have too many high numbered. 1,615. Then, of course, thank you there, Steve, for the Felix Hernandez rookie card. Appreciate that. Oh, here. I'm sorry for the yawning. We had too much fun yesterday. We went out to Snoqualmie Falls. You probably you probably saw the video I posted up. I loaded up another one this morning too, so there's 2 waterfalls up there. I'll probably decide which one in the next week that gets the most views by the end of the month and make that my new header for the falls. replace the Yellowstone Falls with the Snoqualmie Falls. I think that's going to be one of my extra content when we go different places and we see waterfalls, is to take about a 4 or 5 minute video of a waterfall, to have that on my homepage when people land there. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. I will try to work on getting a package sent out to you. I don't think I've done one recently, but I should get you on my list. So, look at all these, sometimes I might go through a day on my live stream and stuff and open up some product and get 3 or 4 Mariners if I'm lucky sometimes. So this helps me stock up on my Mariners for my Mariner PC. So I've got a whole big stack of boxes and boxes of Seattle Mariner cards. So nothing wrong with another 50 to 100 more. Could never get old getting Seattle Mariner cards. 10 thumbs up. Yeah, I know we got 10 thumbs up, but you got to read the description. We're looking for 15, so we're getting closer. We got 11. We need 4 more. 4 more thumbs up, and we'll be good to go to open up this tin. I'm running out of small product right now. I went to the exchange today, but they didn't have anything. I wasn't going to buy a single pack of cards for $15. So whenever I get to the exchange and I find some product there, I will use it. But I'm not going to buy a $15 pack of card that has only 10 cards in it. Doesn't make much business sense. So other than that, so it's got up to 81 today. It's been down in the 70s here, but today we got up to 81. Got a little heat wave mid-September here. We'll hang out for a couple minutes here. We got maybe about a minute. I'll give it a minute. At the hour-and-a-half mark, I gotta record some more video content for coming up later this week, tomorrow, and the remainder of the month. So, but I'll hang out with you if we get the thumbs up. If it looks like we're making movement to it, I'll try and hang in there with you. If not, we'll try again tomorrow, trying to open this. Tomorrow, of course, we're going to have our Are you ready for some football? Are you ready for some football? And I'm pretty sure tomorrow's class for the football is the 1984 Pro Football class. 1984 Pro Football class. In case you're wondering. Yep. Yeah, I finally realized I was opening up too much product too quick. So I gotta slow down. Otherwise, I don't have no product, and then I just do Throwback Tuesday. At least when we finish this one book next week, I've got one more follow-up book, the newer book that they came out with. Or it might be the first book she came out with. So we will be done that for our Throwback Tuesdays for the month of October. Let me see here. October has how many Tuesdays? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just perfect for the Throwback Tuesdays for next month. Now we'll get into November, of course. Then we'll get into November. And we'll figure out what to do for a Throwback Tuesday. But we've got just over an hour and a half, so we finished up, shared our family mail call package, and other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to sign off for today. Again, you'll really like opening the 2013 Heroes Hobby Box. Was in a break with one last night, and I really like the look and feel of the cards. Got 4 autos in the box, an average of 3. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yes, I am looking forward to this. Probably when we open this box, if it's not part of like the getting to the 40 likes or whatever, I'll probably open it up maybe a pack at a time, or 2 packs at a time. Open it up over time. If we don't get a whole bunch of viewers, that'll be fun. So we do have this one. We have a hobby box of 2020 Series 1. Kind of have an idea what's in there for some of those. And we have an Allen and Ginter blaster box that we'll be working on getting into also. That Lockin sent me. So Lockin sent me this guy here, and this guy here. And I think I got this one from what I remember, Junk Wax. Junk Wax. I'm trying to remember the whole title of it, but they were going out of business. And so that's how I got some of those. Paninis also, the 2021 Panini Masiak. So we'll put all this stuff away. We'll try again tomorrow on that Topps 10. And we will see you all the next time for sure. We'll see you tomorrow for our Are You Ready for Some Football? The 1984 Pro Football Hall of Fame. And I'll throw this out here again real quick. Again, rest in peace to Maury Wills. Another great baseball player has passed on. Maury Wills passed away today. I'll probably end up throwing in a little special in tribute. Probably do it along with our Are You Ready for Some Football? I'll do a tribute to Maury Wills. See if I can put some stuff together on Maury Wills. Okay? Since he passed away here today, I did throw that in my content there. That he passed away. It's in the description of the video. So other than that, this has been Don Blomdahl, Hall of Fame Veterans, Sports Cards, and more, having been live to you with Take It Back Tuesday, Grassroots Baseball, where legends begin, Part 3, plus more. Plus more was the family milk call package of these Mariner cards from Steve Griffith, and we will look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. As David always says in the end of his streams, it's not just words, but be blessed. Greetings again, and thank you everybody for being here. Big Ray's Ball Card, Steve Griffith, Scudder's Garage, Fanatic Connecting Guru, St. Louis Cardinals Fan 1990, Cards in My Car with R. Posada, Steve Griffith, Love Rolls, Socializing with Sonia, and Miss Southern Belle were all participants in today's live stream that I can see that chatted. So until next time, we'll see you all around the channels. Okay? Bye for now and take care.